Welcome back, guys. Episode 5 now of Off the Bounce. And hilariously, actually, we'd filmed one before I went away. We did a bit of a deep dive with Sora Matsushima and his strengths and kind of a bit of his story because he just won the US Smash.
Yeah.
And then my laptop broke.
Oh.
Yeah. In Yokohama. So all my prep notes for all the event gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
luckily not the file itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll have that uploaded soon, right?
We will get Sora. So we'll do this episode. You'll see this. And then we'll upload Sora the week after. And then, we're going to do another deep dive, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But this episode is going to be a recap on WTT Champions Yokohama and then straight into WTT Europe Smash because they were both humongous.
Certainly were. I was watching from home, loving every single second of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I gotta start it off by saying I was wrong about Tomo.
Oh, you were!
I was wrong about Tomo.
You take it. You look dead into that camera.
Tomo.
And you tell him you're sorry.
If you want a cheap shot, I'll give you all the time in the world for it, mate. Because, fair play. I mean, amazing, right? Final of Yokohama. Won it, and final of Europe Smash. So
he looked like a different beast to me. He looked like someone had lit a fire. He looked insulted that he was no longer the number one highest ranked Japanese player in the world.
Absolutely. I think there could have been a lot of that in that.
And
fuel to the fire.
Yeah, actually, know what as well? I got a crazy stat for you. In both events, he found himself 0-7 down in a game. So in Yokohama, Felix Lebrun, second game, 0-7 down, pulled it back, won it. And I got a selfie with him after that win. So that was the quarterfinal to set up the semi with Sora. And I was watching backstage and he was doing all of his kind of interviews for the press. And, when he's he's very proper and professional. So hands behind the back and very yes, I really enjoyed my game and it was a brilliant one. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to, he clocked eyes with me. And then they stopped recording. And whoever it was, whatever media outlet it was, they're obviously quite matey with him because it was high fives, and he's laughing and they're talking about stuff. So I was like, he's in a good mood. So he came over and I was like, hey, can I get a photo? And he's like, of course. And he said, you work for WTT? And I said, I'm the commentator. And he said, for YouTube? And I said, yes. And I said, you know what? At 0-7, I said, no way does Tomo get back. And he smiled and he went, next time you say yes way.
And then Europe Smash against Sora. 3-2-7. Look, I was convinced.
Yeah.
Right, Sora's getting his revenge here at a Smash as well, and he's going to go back-to-back Smash wins, win his second Smash, leave Tomo hanging. No. How the timeout where he was stood at the table.
Oh, it was
epic. You were commentating that.
Yeah.
It was a great analogy because it was like the villain or something when they're just lurking there.
Mate, it was like a Marvel movie picture.
Yeah.
We could just take a screenshot of that. And Tomo, of course, there's no coaches. So I'd asked Adam on Color, kind of a loaded question, but who's affected more by there being no coaches? And obviously, Harimoto's a little bit more experienced. And Sora, we've obviously been well documented, has kind of lost his way at some points in the last year, but seems to have got over that. But when it cut to that shot, I was like,
the lights were so low as well. It was like, okay, Tomo's like Sora's sleep paralysis demon. Have you seen those funny videos of people? They just stood there by the bed.
But it's the way Sora's just sat there. And even, that, I think in that timeout, so Tomo had obviously called that one.
Yeah.
Gone back to his bench and then came out ready. And then later on in the match, I'd said Sora in the final game, Sora will, or maybe it was later on in that game, Sora will use his timeout if Tomokazu gets on a run of points. And there's a point where he maybe gets to 7-4. And I'm like, but the thing about Sora is he likes to leave his timeouts late. So he doesn't lose the point and he's timeout immediately. He'll wait.
Yeah.
Then you'll go down to serve. He'll take an extra second and he's timeout. And he did it on cue perfectly.
I can't tell whether it's because he wants to save face and he's reluctant or if he's just trying to say, you
I'm in control.
You're about to serve timeout.
He did it. He did it to... We'll talk about it later, actually. Ranefur, he did it later. But let's go to Yokohama and spend kind of 15 minutes there just talking because immediately, round of 32, two big seeds left. So Im Jong-un defeated Silent Assassin, Lim In-ru, and kind of everyone was talking about him seemingly the only player in the world that regularly can beat Silent Assassin is Wang Chuqin. Wang Chuqin's not here. Could this be the time? And nope, Im Jong-un had other other ideas.
Well, we've been saying he was in fine form because he won Zagreb Contender, beat An Jae-hyun in the final. Great form, had a back injury. But what a win against the Silent Assassin, final of Singapore Smash. And interesting how he ended up losing to another left-hander in Europe, Jonathan Groth. Is that a thing? Could be.
Maybe it is a thing.
Could be.
Who knows? But also another seed in round 32 that fell out. Number 8 seed, Won Bo, who we gave the big sell to. But in fairness, someone left a comment on the last episode saying about you picking up that he sometimes struggles with lefties as well.
Yeah.
And he faced the left-hander, Zhou Qihao.
Yeah.
Big win. And then Zhou Qihao hit the Spider-Man celebration.
Sick. That's his best ever win, Geraldo. And it was his second Champions appearance.
Okay.
Not debut. Because I think he played European Summer Series, first Champions event.
Way back
2022.
That was one that Harimoto won.
Yes, he won the inaugural Champions. Yeah. I think also I said before that Odo was the first non-Chinese to win a Champions, but it was obviously Tomo. I forgot about the first ever edition where he beat Lin Gaiyuan in the final.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2022. That's crazy that Harimoto hadn't won one for, 3 years because he won Yokohama last year.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, goes on to defend his title this time. Another one. So we said about how does Sidorenko get on. Lost in the first round of Yokohama. Lost in the first round of Europe Smash as well. Europe Smash was to Anton Schellberg. And then in Yokohama, it was to Xiang Peng.
Yeah.
Round of 32. So interesting. Again, like to see his level. He still looked good. Still looked very dangerous. But yeah, just interested again to see how he kind of progresses for the rest of the year.
Yeah, the Xiang Peng result, I was kind of surprised, not too surprised, because Xiang Peng has won a Champions event before. And I was thinking to myself, the only thing we didn't learn about Sidorenko en route to that final at the United States Smash was how he would get on against Chinese. He didn't have to beat any Chinese to get to the final there. And he's played Xiang Peng, he's lost. But yeah, I mean, Xiang Peng is, on his day, a very, very good player. Powerful, athletic. Yeah, kind of a classic Chinese player.
Yeah.
Shades of old school in him.
Yeah. The pivot, the big forehand from the backhand side, willing to give away positional dominance to just find a way to get that forehand in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anders Lind, for the second time in what would be 2 weeks as well, faced Chinese Taipei youngster Guo Guanhong, and they had an absolute barnstorm of both matches. Both matches, Anders won 3-2, but it was close.
11-9 both times in the fifth.
I think Anders went 2-0 up both times, got dragged back as well. So Guo Guanhong will hope that he doesn't draw Anders Lind anytime soon, or maybe he wants to face him to show what he's learned. But
yeah, it would be interesting to see, for sure. And Anna and Miwa as well. Another similar kind of comparison in that sort of head-to-head wise thing.
Yeah. Anna drew Miwa. Again, got close in games, but just... And you can't blame her because Miwa Harimoto is the third probably best player in the world. Maybe fourth, but she's definitely top 5 elite level. Yeah. And then Anna faced Satsuki Odo in Yokohama. So arguably the most informed player of 2026.
Yeah, up there for sure.
For God's sake. I got to interview the winner of that one, and I was watching it up close. And actually, I remember thinking... Partly, my brain was on Pokemon because there was a giant Pikachu just running around, celebrating with all the players. But watching Anna versus Odo was kind of like watching a Pikachu fight a Raichu. It was like, that's the next you're there and you can do damage, but the next level, that next evolution, that's what Odo is now to Anna.
Yeah.
Because they were close on a lot of rallies.
Yeah, for sure. And I did say, to be fair, Anna's not far off that now. And with that game style...
Yeah.
It doesn't make much sense to be losing in straight games to opponents like that on a consistent basis. She is definitely showing improvements, Anna.
Yeah. She's awesome.
She's getting there. I think a lot of it as well might be a little bit of imposter syndrome. Just getting used to being there, feeling like you belong there.
Yeah.
Which she does, but feeling like you do.
Yeah.
Can take a bit of time, right?
Or at least feeling... So it's one thing to challenge these guys. By challenge, I mean, technically... She's got all of the weapons. She's got the power. She's got the flexibility between forehand and backhand, the service. That's all there. She can challenge these guys.
Yeah.
Now the next stage, I almost feel is very similar to Hannah Goda as well. It's you can challenge. Then it's the next step up is to then regularly compete with these girls, which means when you get to 9-all, you need to have a separate mode that switches on that is either a little bit more killer instincts or a little bit more safety into crossover and roll the ball up a little bit higher over the net, whatever. I almost feel for Anna Hersey and for Hannah Goda, it's like up until 9-all, they're great. Then I almost feel they need a little bit of each other. Like Anna could do with that kind of fire, that determination to just go everything at it, risk it all from Hannah. And then for Hannah, maybe needs a little bit of Anna, where it needs to be a little bit more calm and control and take a little bit more zen.
Definitely
and
truth in that.
I just felt it because, again, I got to see Hannah up close as well. She actually played in Yokohama Bernadette in the round of 32, and it was feisty. There was... Bernie knows what she's doing, and I would do exactly the same thing. I have done exactly the same thing locally. You know, where you're like, it's a youngster, I'm gonna mess with them. It was tight and cagey, both roaring at different points, and then Bernadette eventually got the win, and you see like the biggest celebration from her because, again, she's no longer as highly ranked as she once was, right? And she's fighting to try and get up there.
Yeah, you have to improve just to maintain your ranking, don't you? So.
But again, for Hannah, it was just a case of like, okay, if you could have had a little bit more zen, and I appreciate why in that instance she might have got fired up. Yeah. But like, if you could have had a little bit of Anna, that might just be the key to her getting over the line. And equally for Anna, like you say, this imposter syndrome, we're like, no.
It's an interesting point as well. And what's easier to change? Having too much fire and then calming yourself, or not having quite enough killer instinct and getting that? Because it's about the nature of the person, right? Yeah. It's going to be very hard for Hannah to dial down how much she wants it, because sometimes you watch you and you're thinking she wants it too bad. You know Anna wants it, but just showing it a little bit more can get in your opponent's head, can make the 1% difference.
That's what I was kind of thinking about with Wang Manyu. It was like, you're not always going to be confident, but those guys at the top level, they will fake it till they make it. If they're not confident, they're not going to let you know. Yeah. And again, there's definitely something to be said for the chose, for the eye contact, for the waiting an extra 3 seconds to serve and just stare them, that type of stuff.
Yes, it's match management, it's gamesmanship.
Yeah.
And I think Tomo, as I said, he knows how to orchestrate a crowd. And when you asked me who I think would win against him and Sora, I did say he knows how to play the occasion as well as, if not better than anybody. And the chose, I know he says he does it to relax himself, but you feel constantly suffocated against him. Yeah. You almost feel like it's like F around and find out kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Poke the bear and you might get the claws. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the men's, because Sora and Jung Woo-jin had what I was going to say was match of the year. At the time, it absolutely was match of the year, to be honest.
Changed now.
And that was Sora, 7th game, was 6-2 down, dragged it all the way back and took it. And it was just, there was no hesitation from either. It was just, it was like watching a really good boxing fight when both are going for the knockout. Yeah. And it's just, you're like, someone's going down. I just don't know who. Yeah.
I love those kind of matches. Yeah. Jang Woo-jin's beaten him before. Was it in Chongqing? It was in Chongqing. No, it wasn't in Chongqing. It was another event, because obviously Sora lost to Felix in Chongqing. Singapore Smash. Yeah. Jang Woo-jin beat Sora, I believe. And Jang was getting under his skin with the chose, the yole, like that. That was pissing Sora off. Yeah. It nearly happened again.
It's also the power. It's like Sora can absorb a lot of people's power and like hold it, move you into position, then counter. Jung Woo-jin hits way too hard to be able to do that. Yeah. So like you could see Sora was struggling to like hold on, and then he would have to counter, which made it even more difficult for him. So it was like he had to almost at times cut it off at source and not even allow Woo-jin to even swing at it, because it was just too powerful. It was awesome.
Yeah, great game. Yeah. Definitely one of the best matches of the season. Yeah. 4-3 thriller.
Yeah, it was awesome. Other two shocks then in the other quarterfinals. So Oh Jun-sung. Yeah. Wasn't on my radar. We didn't mention him. He defeats number 7 seed from Germany, Dang Xiu. He survived match point to turn it around as well to win it.
That's a big win.
Yeah. And then in the other quarterfinal, wild card, Hiroto Shinazuka defeats Felix Lebrun. Like, that's monstrous as well. And actually, I'll say this. So fair play to Felix, because obviously matches finish, high fives all around, and most players leave real quick, right? We saw it with Sora. We've seen it with Trolls, and I don't blame them. I have done exactly the same at like local league, right?
Sign them later outside or something.
Yeah, and these guys are playing for literally their livelihoods. They're playing for big money. They're playing for ranking points.
Yeah.
So I'm watching and I'm looking up, and Felix, because I had to do the interview again, Felix grabs his bag. Nat Milan's already gone, and he goes to walk off, and 2 kids from the VIP area run over to him with rackets and with stuff to sign. I'm just watching. I'm wondering. And in fairness to him, he stops, signs it, gives them a high five, and then walks out. I was like, oh, that's awesome, because he didn't have to do that.
Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's never malicious when a player doesn't do it.
Oh, of course not.
But the players who kind of act like, you know what, I've not had a great day, but I'm going to make this person's day.
Yeah.
That might brighten up my day a bit.
Yeah.
Fair play, man.
And he could have ignored him. He could have looked for security. He didn't. He stopped, because he'll be devastated, right? Like, I always hate, like,
second loss in a row to Shinizuka, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think so.
Wow.
Shinizuka's beaten him before.
He's been playing well recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always hate it when people dive on this kind of, we're begging for emotion out of these guys. So often we hear like the sport's boring because they're robots and they give the same answers. And then when we do see a flash of emotion, whether it's good or bad, we just dive on them. It's like, mate, they're literally playing for their livelihoods at the most elite level. I don't blame them at all for storming out of there. I don't blame them.
Look at tennis players. Look at tennis players, man.
Look at football players.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they do a lot when they win.
Yeah.
But yeah, you always see a respect, even in the crowd, right? Like,
yeah,
or in the communities, it's like, it's all about respect. It's like,
yeah.
But then often that respect goes out the window when your favorite player doesn't win.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, hold on.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street. But yeah, he was really good in that.
Amazing.
But that set up Shinizuka versus Oh Jun-sung. Oh Jun-sung's backhand, when you watch back the highlights, is just wonderful. Just cracking it like his dad used to do.
There's not a wasted movement. He is so smooth. Perfect technique.
Yeah.
Can you fault anything about the technique? No. I did give him a tiny mention because I saw him down at the lower seeded position, and I said he beat both the Chinese that he faced in the Worlds. Beat both of them.
Yeah.
Last player to do that was Tomokazu in 2022 in Chengdu against China in a team event. So insane performance. I mean, he belongs there. Yeah. I think he's a bit of a dark horse when it comes to the best in the new generation's players. Ooh. I wouldn't say he is the best, but he deserves... There's a case to say he's up there because he's beaten Chu Chin before at the Asian Champs. Champions finalist now. He's there.
He's been a bit under my radar. I haven't seen a lot of him. I haven't really studied him that much, but I just remember... So I actually had flown out for semi-final day, so I didn't get to see Tomo and Sora, or Oh Jun-sung and Shinizuka, and I downloaded once I got to Sweden. Was like, I got to check in. So obviously you watch the Tomo and Sora is just It reminded me of the videos from like a zoo, and they're filming in the gorilla enclosure, and then just 2 gorillas are looking at each other, and then all of a sudden they just start scrapping, and someone's like, "Where's the zookeeper?" You're like, what's the zookeeper gonna do?
Gonna jump in there with a silverback.
Yeah. But those two just kicking lumps out of each other is just awesome.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's amazing that it's not clear who the best from Japan is right now. That could do them both good, Tomo and Sora, for sure.
It's only going to make them both better. But Tomo wins it in Yokohama and goes through. Oh Jun-sung, like I say, his backhand was just awesome. They would meet in the final. Tomokazu just a bit too good, a bit too fired up, a bit too clean for Oh Jun-sung. He defends his title and wins it. So, yeah.
Back to back.
Back to back. Okay, so that was the men's. Tomokazu gets the win. Into women's then. So actually, Miwa in the round of 32 faced Hanoka Hashimoto. Yeah. Was 2-1 down and 6-2 down.
I didn't watch that match.
Before she managed to drag it back. And it was one of those weird matches. I mean, it was obviously going on. It wasn't ever in risk of expedite because Miwa was attacking a lot. But Miwa has this kind of, in between points, she'll like plod about. She doesn't bounce around. She doesn't do anything. She just plods. So she was at that point, you're like, it looks like cardio's gone. It looks like she's got nothing left in the gas tank. And then, somehow managed to drag it all the way back and get through.
Crazy comeback.
Yeah.
But best of 5 as well at that point.
Yeah. She was probably lucky it was a best of 5, right? You don't want to get caught with Hashimoto in a best of 7. That's brutal.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
She would eventually meet Chun-Yi in the round of 16. And there was drama in that one because Chun-Yi, the match before, had a injury timeout for her neck. So her neck, she'd come out and she'd been taped up. So obviously like some kind of pre-existing injury or issue that she was facing. She was 2-1 down as well. Called and took the whole 10 minutes and was getting manipulated and moved all that stuff. Came back out 1. Then she played Miwa and it was close. She went 2-0 up, I believe, on Miwa. Then called an injury timeout, but you're not allowed to have another injury timeout for an injury you've already had a timeout in the previous round for.
It's not pre-existing to the umpires.
Absolutely. And the way the umpires see it is that would be unfair to your opponents if, say, you go all the way to the final and every single match you're calling a 10-minute break.
Disruptive, isn't it?
Yeah, so I can understand why.
Yeah.
What I kind of said it on commentary was like, I wonder if she just said, oh, no, it's actually my back. What would have happened there? Or it's my shoulder. Of course.
Yeah, what if it's an injury linked to the pre-existing?
She did, in fairness, she did say my neck, and then the conversation started. But yeah, so that kind of derailed Chun-Yi a bit. I don't think it was anything malicious. I think she actually was genuine. You could see her stretching for a few wide forehands, and she'd be like, oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw when she was playing Miwa in Yokohama. Because obviously she went on to play her in Europe Smash as well, didn't she?
Yeah.
But in Yokohama, it was a really key moment as well when she called that.
It was close.
And it got me thinking as well. This happened to Miwa the year before against Hayata, and there was a whole hoorah about it.
Yeah.
Which I won't go into details about because I don't know the facts myself.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see that, and I think it affected her quite a lot.
I think it did as well. Because and again, it's like being explained to you in a second. I know Chun-Yi does speak English, but like being explained to you in a second language is kind of tough, especially when you are, at least give her the benefit of the doubt. I believe she was hurt, so like you're there, like I'm sore. I'm in a big moment, like there's big pressure. It was a crucial moment, and then to have that back and forth can not get focused, and it looked like it did. But Miwa gets through. Worth saying about Sri Dracula. Back at Champions Tier, so round of 32, she faced Sofia Polkanova, defeats her, then went on to play Shin Yu-bin in the round of 16 and took it real close.
Right.
It got dangerous for Shin Yu-bin, got dangerous.
What was the result in that one?
She won 3-2.
3-2?
Yeah, Shin. But again, I interviewed the winner, so I'm down like courtside, and you get such a better idea of something courtside when you see it, and you're like, this is getting dangerous.
Sticky, yeah.
Yeah.
Well played then, Shrija. That's good.
She did really good. Ju Ling faced Ju Chunhui, who she lost to at US Smash, avenged her defeat. Margarita Posotska from Ukraine, first champions in a few years, defeats Yuen Jinan. Good win. So she got through to the round of 16. But
so
then
stable, isn't she?
Yeah, she exited there. Final eventually becomes Miwa versus Tong Tong. Tong Tong had looked world class. She wasn't just blocking, she was bombing. She was class. I actually saw her and Chun-Yi. The whole of the training hall had emptied out, and I went in there, and it was her and Chun-Yi just practicing in the corner. No coaches, so it was just the three of us in the hall.
Yeah.
And they were doing an irregular drill. So meaning like one, it was Tong Tong hitting to Chun-Yi, and Chun-Yi was blocking.
Okay.
And it was something like one to backhand, one free.
Oh.
Like anywhere. Bang, ba, bang, bang, ba, bang.
Okay.
And Tong Tong and Chun-Yi made this irregular drill look like it was regular. That's how good it was.
Really? And that's so hard. Is it coming twice to backhand, 4 times to backhand? It's
you have no idea.
Possibilities.
You have no idea. And then it's a switch down the line, wanting to your crossover. Honestly, they were like floating on clouds.
Wow.
I was just stood there watching.
Just gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you understand how hard that is to do, so.
Wow.
Yeah. But Tong Tong looked great. Got to the final. Miwa eventually wins it, and obviously you have the 2 Harimotos with the good shots. So yeah,
beautiful.
Good for the Japanese crowd as well. Yeah.
Amazing. So Tomo's 3rd Champions title, Miwa's 2nd Champions title.
Yes.
Miwa's won both of hers in 2026.
Yeah.
Chongqing and Yokohama, they're 2 big titles to take.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and this time last year, she was number 8 seed. So now she's jumping. Yeah,
huge improvement.
She's class.
Amazing.
What else happened? Oh, I got the UFC face-off with Odo.
Loved it. Yeah.
I said to Coach Sakamoto, so she was doing a bit of media.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ask her, so I wasn't sure how good her English was. So I'd spoken to Sakamoto a couple of times, like, oh, hi, how are you? And he's like, yeah, how are you? And I'm like, oh, you speak English? Yeah, I'm great. Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, good. So I went over to him. I was like, any chance I can get a photo with Odo, I'd love to show her this clip. And I showed her the clip from the podcast that I translated into Japanese. And he was like, yeah, sure. Like, she's cool. So, going back to the hotel, I showed her it and she's watching. She's laughing. She loved it.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, cool. So, yeah, we filmed it outside the hotel. She was really cool. And then I met her again at Europe Smash. So I came out of my room to go to breakfast, touch the lift, and you're waiting for it to come down. And I hear the door open behind me and don't look. She comes out and she goes, hello. I'm like,
nice.
Hi, Satsuki. And then, so yeah, this is maybe like 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And I said, like, how are you? And we'd spoken about her games. And her English is pretty good.
Pretty good, is it?
But I said to her, I was like, I realise I don't have a nice photo with you. I just have a face-off. So could I get a photo? And she went, I've only just woken up. So let me check my face. So she goes on selfie mode and she's like checking and doing all of this.
Lovely.
And then we got a photo.
Did you have a little chat about UFC? Did she tell you who her favourite fighter
No,
is?
not yet. No, because you know when the lift door opens, you go in.
Bit of an awkward one sometimes.
I didn't want to. There was other people in the lift, so
We need to find that out.
Next
That'd be
time.
cool to know.
Next time, yeah.
Yeah, love that.
And I got a photo with Sora after one of his wins.
You went right down to the mix zone. I saw that.
Yeah. So normally, like, commentators aren't allowed in the mix zone, but I said to Ayin, one of the heads of PR, I was like, I got this idea. I'd love to get Sora. I've got a photo with him, but he's him doing the grumpy face. So I want to ask him if I could get a smile. And she's like, yep, I'm going to place you in the mix zone. You, yeah, cool. And yeah, he was really cool. Interestingly, he smiled. I say like, can I get a selfie? But I want you smiling if that's okay. And he does a big grin. He's like, yeah, sure. And then you go to the photo, and it's not quite grumpy, but it's like more. It's a smile in Sora's book, so I'll take it. Uploaded it.
Did well.
Yeah.
To get one out of him. Yeah.
Yeah. I uploaded it, and his mum messaged me on Instagram.
No.
It's like, thank you for Yumi messaged me on Instagram saying thank you for being nice and taking a photo with my boy.
Oh.
So I messaged back saying, I checked with Adam, because Adam's Bob Rose close with the family. I was like, is this actually legit, or is this a fan? Like,
is it a scam account or something?
And he was like, no, that is her, legit her. So I messaged back saying like, no problem. Like, you've raised some good kids, so great parenting. And
that's beautiful. Stay tuned for episode 6.
Yeah, see,
she'll like that one.
So that's cool.
Amazing.
I've also got, me and Odo are now connected on Instagram.
Okay.
We exchanged a couple of let's go after one of her wins.
Nice.
So I think I'm going to message her in a future episode and be like, have you got 30 seconds? Any way we could show you to the camera and see if she'd do it?
That'd be nice. Get a little segment in.
Yeah, wherever she is around the world.
Yeah, after the next big win. Get to do a little.
I reckon she might. But yes, that is Yokohama. I've got no idea what the time is. But let's crack.
12:52.
12:52. Let's crack straight in to Europe Smash then.
Let's do this.
Men's, round of 64. Dmitry Ovtcharov versus Truls Morgard. 22 minutes is all it took for Dima to dispatch him. And it was like vintage Dima. And Truls not quite at his best. And just like that.
It's not a good match for Trolls, that, is it?
And again, you're thinking like, so I've got my brain on kind of commentator mode.
Yeah.
But also like commercially from the sport. Like, no Wang Chuqin. No Shasha. Now the biggest draw in Europe, in Sweden, has now been eliminated. I'm like,
yeah,
it's wonderful for the sport, but
great
at the same time,
but...
it's awful for the sport. Luckily, it didn't impact too much, and still we had a great time. But yeah, like, shout out to Dima.
Shout out to Dima. It's not the biggest upset to ever happen by any stretch of the imagination. Former world number 1, World Cup champion. They know each other very well. They won the German Cup together back in 2023. They played for TTC Neu-Ulm.
Yeah.
And they trained together a lot. So, yeah, Dima has had a good season, to be fair. Was good in Doha, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he beat Calderano.
Yeah. Dima's serve and his serve-receive game is still, like, top 5 level.
Yeah.
So if you catch him when he's really flying with the rallies as well, good luck.
Not much he can do, to be honest. He's beaten Shedong this season too.
Yeah.
He's beaten loads this season. He's up there.
I got the interview with him after that. And I just before the cameras were rolling, he came over and I was like, 37 years young, eh? And he went, I'm not so old. Yeah.
Mint.
He's cool. I like Dima.
Yeah.
Thibaut Poiré faced Franziska.
Yep.
Was 2-0 down. Dragged it all the way back. He got through. Like, so again, like these results that happen in the Smash Arena, you're like, that's a massive match.
Huge match.
And then, yeah, That came through. Sidorenko, we mentioned, out to Anton Shelbo.
Straight games.
Yeah, Anton's sharp. Anton's really sharp. He'll hunt anything half long. So again, I'm like, that's not like a shock loss.
No.
Because when, again, he's flying, he can beat anyone.
Yeah, he has.
And
He's
yeah,
beaten Chuchin.
Yeah.
He's beaten Chuchin 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
it was Frankfurt, right?
Frankfurt. Wow. Yeah, Sidorenko. It'd be interesting to see how he gets on over the rest of the season. I'd love to see him in China at the China Smash.
Yeah.
I imagine he's playing Champions Macau. He's 16 in the world, so he should be there. I'm sure he'll get back up, and I'd like to see him in another big run.
Yeah, I would as well. Yeah, it'd be cool. Also, what happened? You mentioned it. Jonathan Grote defeating Lin Wenru. Really big win. Yeah. He would then go on to have a big battle with Omar Assar, and like the final point is amazing. They're both on the pretty much on the floor, and Assar manages.
Have you seen the other rally from that match?
No.
Assar's around the net, Grote's chop block, and Assar with, I think, the best, almost a diving shot I've ever seen.
Ooh, to win it.
It landed short forehand into the Grote's half of the table. I've got no idea how Assar did it.
Okay.
Full stretch, and it dropped it just short over the net after and around the net and a reach shot.
That is like Omar Assar to a T, though, of like... Yeah. He will never give up. He'll use that reach, and he's crazy athletic for like a big human being.
He is.
Still in like his 30s, he's still super athletic. He gets a lot back.
He does.
No one else can even get near.
And bigger players like him and previous generation players like Samsonov, they don't look as powerful as they are because of how big they are. Do you know what I mean? You're looking at the shot power relative to the size of the guy, but those players are very, very powerful. But yeah, Omar... seems to always be scrambling, doesn't he? Someone's got him in the crossover, then he's stretched wide, but he's still retrieving him back.
Yeah. He always he played Darko Jorgic in like the quarterfinals. At that point, both best results they ever had. And I wrote in my tactical notes, if you're Darko, it'll expect one more ball back than you normally would.
Yeah.
Like, if you hit a winner wide forehand, against most people, they're not even seeing it, let alone trying to go for it. He will go for it and he'll get it back.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key to every Omar Assar match is, like, you have to recover on every shot because likelihood is it's coming back no matter how good it is.
Exactly.
Now feels like a good time to mention probably the story of the event, Elias Ranefur. Because, my goodness, he was special in London and we got to commentate on him there. Yeah, he had the host wildcards, Julian Tirita, young Romanian, in the round of 64. Like, that's tough. Gets through it, 3-2. And then he faced Wan Bo. Our guy. Got it done again.
Yeah, 3-2.
Awesome.
Wang Hao in Wan Bo's corner.
That's how dangerous they knew he was.
It was in the Smash Arena, wasn't it? All the fans were in there for him.
Yeah, so last minute they realised... So, of course, when they're planning out the events and trying to map out who needs to play where, and, of course, you want the home favourites to kind of play in the big arenas, right? They realised too late because Ranefur won his one really late in the day, and it was too late to move him from the Smash Arena into the main arena.
Okay.
Because otherwise you'd have him in the main arena because you saw what the atmosphere like was for Sora. God, that's the closest atmosphere I've seen. I didn't commentate on Montpellier, but I was there the first year. That one was the closest I've seen to like a big UFC fight arena atmosphere. Yeah. Where they were going nuts over everything. It was so
amazing.
Good.
It's just beautiful that he managed to... It's an interesting question. What's a bigger shock? What's a, relatively speaking, better achievement? Trolls winning a Smash or Ranefur making a quarter of the Europe Smash? Because there's not much in it. I know Trolls becoming the first non-Chinese player to win a Smash is massive, and doing it in the first year of the event.
Yeah.
But Ranefur beating Wan Bo, nearly taking out the last Smash champion as well.
Yeah.
It's heroic.
I'd still say Trolls is big, but Ranefur's just...
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't compare the two. It's an interesting question.
But... Yeah. That match with Sora was just... You're looking at two service masters.
Yeah.
And you're looking at Ranefur, who... A little bit more unconventional, but like full send on everything. Everything's loaded with spin. Sora was really struggling with the opening attack.
Yeah.
And it was just the perfect storm of like Ranefur's in the form of his life.
Yeah.
Biggest event of his life. He beat Tomislav Putsa 3-2 in the Smash Arena, which was going nuts, to then book this place against Sora, reigning Smash champion, a Sora who is willing to play the villain as well. I think I said it on comms, like, if this was a movie, Sora doesn't play a hero. He's not Captain America. He's not Iron Man. He's not Spider-Man. This is Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
This is the bad guy. And he was reveling it as well.
Enjoying it.
Yeah.
I like that.
There was the moment where Sora served, called a let. Umpire didn't see it. So they went to TTR and it wasn't a let. But the whole crowd's like booing. Yeah, everyone then cheers. There was an edge ball that Sora called as well. And umpire, I think, called it a side. So had given Sora the point. No, vice versa. Umpire had said it was edge. Sora challenged it, saying, nah, it was definitely side. And I say on comms, like, this is going to be the loudest reaction to a TTR ever if this goes the way of Ranefur. Comes up on the big screen after like a good 30-second delay. The slightest edge, slightest shade of green. Ranefur's like, ow. The whole place is like trembling.
That's what was giving me goosebumps about Ranefur. He was taking everything he could get through the kitchen sink at Sora.
He did the dive.
The Superman dive.
God.
Shout out to you for that one, man.
Yeah.
That's gone viral.
Swedish Superman. Has it?
It's gone viral, yeah.
I saw a couple of clips. I heard it was going viral in Japan. Rightly so, man. Dude's willing to lay it all on the line.
He was willing to die in that match.
Yeah.
That's what was giving me goosebumps.
Yeah.
He's going to defend his turf till his last breath.
Yeah.
If he's going to go down, he's going to go down, but he's going to leave Sora with a couple of bruises.
That's
for
it.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what you want. It was the perfect Europe-Asia clash.
Yes.
The perfect Europe-Asia clash.
You know what, also about the dive that's amazing that nobody mentions is Ranefur actually wipes up his own sweat. He doesn't let the umpire do it. He's like, I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah,
fair.
like super humble.
Yeah.
Super, super humble.
He's a household name now. He's on everyone's radar.
Yeah.
And at 36 in the world, whatever he's gone up to now, he's 4 places off playing a Champions event.
Good luck dealing with his serves. Good luck.
The most aggressive server in the men's game, along with Sora and Felix.
Definitely his backhand serve seems to be... I know Dima's is very good.
Darko's as well is up there. But
Darko's is, yeah. But his just seem to be... The ones where he goes from down to up and like kicks it with top. And it's vicious, loaded, low to the net and lands so close to that back line.
It's that Magnus effect. It dips and it's fast and it skids.
And then
so even if you know it's coming, you're not confident to bomb it.
You block it and then he bombs it.
Yeah.
So good.
It's a great serve.
Mate, that match
wonderful serve.
That is one of those matches that if you watch the highlights, it doesn't do it justice. Go and sit down for the hour. Watch the whole thing.
Every second of it.
So special.
I was playing at my local club when it was live, but when I got home, I avoided the scores, went on my TV, watched the full match.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We should probably say about actually for Sora, the game before that, he played Zhou Qihao. He played Zhou Qihao in Yokohama, and like for a couple of sets were close. Sora gets it done. This one, though, Zhou Qihao came out. It's the best I've seen him play in years.
Wow.
Could not miss, was making Sora move with everything.
Yeah.
Sora eventually got it done 3-2. But again, that was like, you were just watching these matches and they were easy to commentate.
Yeah.
Because the points of,
I
nearly swore, were out of this world.
Yeah.
And like, there's drama as well in between the points. There's little moments.
Would you say out of all the Chinese players at Europe Smash, Zhou Qihao gave it the best crack on the men's side?
Yeah, I can't really... In a losing defeat, yeah.
It was Wen Weibo, lost to Ranefur 3-2.
Yeah,
Shang Peng was beaten, Chen Minyu was beaten. I'd say Zhou Qihao, match-wise, gave it the best crack there.
Oh, he was...
To be fair.
He was doing damage on Sora.
Yeah. Went to 5, didn't it?
Yeah.
He was 9-7 up in the 5th.
Mate, I'm not sure.
I think he was. Might be wrong, but I think he was leading in the 5th. Yeah, he was. He was 9-7 up in the 5th.
Telling you, Sora's new mental strength. I know Tomokazu did claw him back.
But that's Tomo, and there's different factors and dynamics there.
No coach. No, you didn't have Morizono in the corner.
Yeah.
Like you say, there's a lot on the line there. He seems to have turned a corner, man.
He's clutch. Before he'd tank.
Yeah.
He would tank.
Yeah.
And normally,
intentionally.
We don't like saying that about players because they fight to the last. They don't.
Yeah.
Some players don't. Some players do tank.
Yeah.
He was doing it. I'm not saying he wouldn't still do it if he was 9-0 or 10-0 down.
Yeah.
but still.
He used to go through a phase where, like, if you got to 8-4 against him, you're going to win 11-4. And there's going to be no rallies in the next 3. He's just going to smash it long. But yeah.
It seemed to change around that time with the Chongqing champs, didn't it? Where he managed to beat Chu-Chin.
He beat Wang Chu-Chin. Eventually lost to Felix, didn't he?
Yeah.
Again, Felix is that good that if you just get caught in a pace exchange.
I want to quickly ask you a question.
Ooh, yeah.
Who do you think is the best player in the world right now in the men's game against players that they're higher ranked than? Because I would say Felix. I can't remember the last time, other than Shinazuka, he lost to someone lower ranked.
I have to come back to you.
Yeah, come back with that one.
Yeah, Felix. Yeah. He'd be up there for sure.
The way he beat Poirier, man.
Oh,
Poirier had beaten Francisca.
He played Flavien Cotton in Yokohama, I think it was. He made Cotton look like me and you. Are you like, Cotton is so dangerous. I think I said it on comms, was like, he beat him so bad, it looked like they weren't friends, they were enemies. Like, that's how... But that's probably Felix, again, knowing how dangerous Cotton is, that he's like, I need to give this kid full respect. Kid. They're
nailed in the
pretty
coffin.
much the same age, but
yeah,
like, I need to kill him off.
Can't give him an inch, just...
Yeah. You know when you play like someone you know well in a tournament, you're like, okay, I need to dial in now. That's what it felt like. Let's mention Darko Jorgic, because he did get to his first ever Smash semi-final, came up against Felix, and all of Darko's strong points, that backhand serve that often goes into the forehand, and the backhand kick, where he can dominate from there, just completely negated by Felix. Felix just...
Amazing.
Yeah, just blitzed him, and Darko is one of the best in the world.
Yeah, a very, very impressive event for Darko. He was beaten the round before last year by Simon Gauzy, even though he had a match point at 3-1 up, so Darko will have been gutted last year, managed to go 1 up here. Both fairly backhand orientated. Darko, a great server and one of the best anticipators and blockers in the game, but Felix with that new and improved forehand, maybe the best serve game in the world right now, just took him apart.
It was crazy.
Took him apart.
He made Darko look like a top 50, top 100 player. There was nothing Darko could do.
No.
And he was giving it everything. Could not land a punch.
He looked like he hadn't had a warm-up, or that he hadn't been in the hall for hours before that match.
Which is crazy. That's how good Felix was. In the other semi then, it was Tomokazu and Sora. So I'd actually, I hadn't commentated the game before that.
Yeah.
So I was coming from the hotel into the arena, and I pressed the lift, and I'm waiting for the lift. Tomokazu comes up with his dad, and he's like jogging on the spot. And I go, hey, Tomo. And he goes, hey. He's just bouncing. Like, literally, you could feel sparks coming off him. Again, like, I said it to Adam at the time. I was like, I felt like I could probably, like, charge my phone on him if I just held it.
Fry an egg on him.
Yeah, but we're in the lift, and he just will not stop moving. He's dancing on his feet. He's
like Nadal.
Mate, honestly, it was like when you see an elite athlete just dialed in.
Yeah.
It was like he was going to war.
Yeah, which he was in his mind.
Yeah.
He has to put himself mentally in a place that he's the underdog almost.
Chip on his shoulder, yeah.
Yeah. And that's when he plays his very best. And he did in that match. Amazing match. I think even though, and I agree with Shushin, who would I be not to, in a sense, that when Sora's at his best, his ceiling could well be higher than Tomokazu's. But as a match player, I think Tomo still has the edge when it comes to that. Yeah,
I think Sora has that freedom.
Yeah.
And he's just freestyling. Whereas Harimoto's a lot more structured. He's a lot more like an architect. Everything is finely measured within an inch of its life, and he knows exactly the pattern he wants to go for, and he's recognizing what he did last point, and he's going to change it up, whereas Sora's just freewheeling, which I think is where, to your point, that has the higher ceiling. But in times of peril, Tomokazu's ability to look at the plans and then change it and go with a new plan, or to recognize the plan you've got for him, is what keeps him there. But to me, he looks like a different beast. He looks so much more aggressive.
It's good.
He was countering the forehands.
A bit more adaptable. He's adjusting his service position a bit more to serve forehand from forehand, which is good. Allows him, if he's been outmaneuvered, to take control with the backhand from the middle.
Yeah.
And that's when he can switch you and do his stuff and stay, remain close.
Of course, against Sora, that's a good tactic because Sora's left-handed and he always wants to take that backhand Chiquita. So from there, it's really difficult.
Exactly.
He either stretches and doesn't move properly for it, less quality, or he moves, but he gives up 97% of the table against Harimoto, like you say, who's so aggressive then off that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Game sense-wise, it's awesome, isn't it? Such a great contrast between him and Sora. Sora's a freestyler, free-flower, instinct. Tomo's got everything down to a science almost. It's a really fascinating rivalry that we're going to see.
It's tense.
Very.
There's a lot of tension between those two.
Yeah, they love each other. But I think that there's also a bit of, I'm not going to let you be the main man here, mate.
You know what's going to get really interesting is when Miku comes through.
Ooh.
When Miku's 18, Miwa will be, 23, 24. You potentially get into a world where those two are fighting for mixed doubles matches. They're fighting for men's and women's finals together.
Yeah.
It's a rivalry.
Would Sora end up playing with Miku? Two lefties.
Maybe.
That'd be different.
Maybe. Or maybe they play with each other.
Yeah. All right. For diplomacy's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, just there's a lot of tension. And again, like, whichever one wins is going to be delighted. Whichever one loses is going to lose the plot.
Yeah.
You could watch those two play every single week, and it's always going to be blockbuster.
Could you see there coming a time where one of them's beating the other 4 or 5 times in a row? Obviously, Tomo's just got, 2 in a row against him. The head-to-head's quite lopsided right now in favour of Tomo. But
in the WTT, it is for sure. Domestically, though, Sora beat him last 2 years at National Champs. I don't know what they've done in the T-League. Now that, as far as I'm aware, they were on rival teams. Now they've signed for the same one.
Yeah, Sora was at the same club for 6 years. He's just joined Tomo's. Tomo's been there a year already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah. I think those two are going to continue to just kick lumps out of each other. What was interesting was the whole of Team China were watching that one in the Europe Smash. Wang Hao's there. The whole team is watching on. Lin Shidong, everyone. It's just like, as good as it is to watch them fight each other, like, they're going to fight you as well. You need to know what to do and how to wind each of them up and what they're going to do at 10-0 and all that stuff, like under the most pressure. So it's just interesting. Normally, they don't particularly care, right?
They can watch it online.
Yeah, they're not. I've never seen them fill the hall for Felix versus Alexi or Truls versus Hugo. I've never
There's obviously a lot of respect there from Team China. I mean, when you watch Sora and Tomo ding dong it out, again, it makes you appreciate the fact that China was still able to win the World Team Champs, even under all that pressure. And it makes you wonder right now, over the next 3 or 4 years, is the rivalry going to be Japan, France, China, or is it going to be Japan, France, Wang Chuqin? Because Chuqin is carrying.
Yeah.
With all due respect to the rest of them, he is. Without him, they ain't winning that.
Yeah.
They ain't winning that. So, who is going to be the next big dog to come up and stand side by side with Chuqin? I'd be very interested to find that out. Will it be Shadong? Will it be Wenrei Bo? Will Chen Yuan Yu come up? Will it be someone else like who's in those Youth Smash events right now, like your Zhou Guanhongs, Li Hechens? I'd be interested to find out.
It'd be fascinating to like be a fly on the wall and listen to Wang Hao and Marlin discuss it. Yeah. Who do they think? Because they'll know, like, okay, this person's technically great, but they always put massive impetus on making adjustments in the right moment under the most pressure.
Yeah.
So who can do that best for them?
Who's a big moment player? Yeah. Fascinating, man.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's go to the final then. So Felix Lebrun wins his first ever Grand Smash title. Him and Harimoto just have an absolute blitz fest, but Felix was just unstoppable. He goes on to win the lot, which was really cool. Awesome to see a European. Crowd going nuts for him as well. In fairness, that crowd was really, really good. They were cheering kind of both sides as well, which was nice. Yeah, it wasn't like silence for one and cheering for the other.
I do think that Tomo as well feels more at home in Europe than Sora, which could have also been a factor there.
Yeah.
But yeah, great final. Repeat of Montpellier, 2024. Same score, 4-1 to Felix. Felix's record in finals, what is it? He's very good in finals.
Yeah.
Very good. I know he's lost to Ugo, I think, once before in Ljubljana, star contender, but he must have well over a 50% record, maybe over a 70% record in finals, Felix. Something we have to check out.
He's only going to get stronger now that he's 1-1 as well. Yeah. And Champions Chongqing, like, he's going to be a monster.
Yeah. Could he win China Smash? Got final last time.
Seems to stylistically be a tricky matchup for him against Wang Chuqin. Wang Chuqin just laser beams his crossover on everything, and serve is able to do damage.
And it's the forehand.
Yeah.
It's the pivot.
So, yeah, he needs to solve that. But if someone else can knock Lionheart out for him.
Anders Lind again. Who do you think's the best giant slayer in table tennis right now?
Right. Well, I mean, I was going to say shout out to Franziska, because isn't he the only non-Chinese to beat Ma Long, Xu Xin, and Fan Jiandong internationally? So he definitely deserves a shout. But
yeah, Anders has got to be up there, hasn't he? He doesn't fear nobody.
Twice. Yeah, no. He really doesn't.
Who goes up there?
Yeah, Sora. Should we go on to the women's?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because obviously we did the clip about Wang Manyu.
Yeah.
Remember who you are. Wow, did she remember who she was? She was awesome. She got to the final only dropping one game, and that one game is to Peng Yu-han, who I didn't know anything about.
Me neither.
Walked through qualification rounds and was like, oh, okay, there's a name in there, youngster, Chinese Taipei, like, not gonna do much, but great experience for her.
Yeah.
When you look at who she came up against, so she had Prathika Pafard, won it 3-2, and you're like, ooh, okay. You go and check out the stars, you're like, okay, I could kind of understand. She's got the tricky style. She has anti on the backhand, pips on the forehand. It's like difficult style. So you watch it and you go, okay, that makes sense. I could see that. She's going up against Hanoka Hashimoto. Like, I could see a world where that style would be difficult for Hashimoto. Someone who's not pushing the pace with outright topspin is going to flat hit like a Mima Ito, right? Isn't going to put topspin on. So I could see that. And we cut to it. She's won 3-1. You go, okay.
Best winner for career right there.
Next up, Miyu Nagasaki. Okay, she's definitely going home now, because Miyu Nagasaki had just defeated Sabina Winter, has defeated Sabina Winter before this year.
Star contender winner.
Yeah, is very good, has all the feeling in the world. She deals with these tricky styles really well. And you're like, okay, great story for the youngster. She's going home. Defeats Miyu Nagasaki. And when you watch the game back, you go, ooh, she didn't get lucky.
No, she beat her.
She broke her down piece by piece and then beat her, which is
cold.
Awesome.
Yeah, cold. Quarterfinal.
What was crazy about her game when you watch it? So, like, again, like Sabina or a few other twiddlers, they tend to do it once every 3 rallies. You don't really see it that often. Peng Yu-han is twiddling 4 or 5 times a rally.
Who else is doing that? Who else is doing that?
No one.
The instinctiveness that you have to play with to do that.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's the best version of, or she's the best answer to those rubbers are a cheat code. And you see her play with it, you go, oh no, that's a specialist. That's someone who's learned.
Yeah, well said.
She's awesome.
Well said. Because there were a lot of people like that out there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I used to be one of them.
I get it, because
when I used to lose to it anyway.
Yeah, exactly right. You lose to it in local league. Yeah, and it's normally an old boy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I can't.
He's not moved a muscle and he's battered me.
He's not understood my spin. He's just dumped it on. It's completely different at this level. Like, she's just staggeringly good.
From quali rounds, she beat Ni Xiaolian as well, didn't she?
She did, the youngster against the veteran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 ends of the spectrum. To go from qualies to penultimate day of play.
Oh, yeah. So she was meant to play the Youth Smash.
Was she?
She was scheduled to play the Youth Smash.
Yeah.
Same day. Instead of playing that, she's now playing number 1 seed, world number 2, Wang Manyu. And she was the first to take a game off Wang Manyu.
Well done.
Awesome.
Well done. Her and Ranefur.
Breakout stars of the event.
breakout stars of the event.
For sure. For sure. Those two. Yeah.
No one's going to come close there. Some other great results in the women's, wasn't there? With Annette Kaufmann beating Zhu Yuling and also Samara.
Yeah.
Mittelham as well.
Mittelham, I commentated her match with Bernie. you want to talk about drama. So they'd played at US Smash, and I was like, I would have thought Bernie would have too much firepower, be too good on serve. I know Nina's got good feeling, but watch the match at US Smash. Mittelham dismantles her, and Bernie's very good. Just the feeling on the serve receive, and then to hold the first one and then maneuver Bernie about. I watched that and I went, Bernie's in real trouble here. And that match played out exactly how US Smash did as well.
Yeah.
Nina Mittelham just in complete control. But there was so much drama because I think there were 4 calls on Bernadette's tomahawk serve.
Oh,
for angle.
she wouldn't have liked that, would she?
She's already feisty, right? At
Yeah.
the best of times. She already knows she's up against it and she's struggling.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them were in the first match. Both of them were over 30%.
Backwards.
And she says out loud, this is easy to beat me if you take away my serve. She is lucky.
Oh.
And it's like, I understand what Bernie means. And the straight backwards on a fairly high tomahawk that stays visible the whole way, it's not the most egregious. If we're talking about, say, the Lin Shidong hook serve or the anchor, or Alexei will sometimes do it right where he'll just chuck it back into the armpit and bang.
Because the ball's hidden there.
That's
Backwards, it's not
way
hidden,
more
is it?
egregious. And when it's lower, you're giving the ball more pace. And for Bernie's one, I'm like,
The ball's perfectly visible.
but rules are rules.
Yeah.
Everyone walks onto that court, and you know the same. Lily Jung often gets called for it as well. You have to serve within that 30. So there was one, though, that was under 30. So umpire called it. And I say on comms, I'm like, Bernie might celebrate this if it's under 30. And it comes under 30, and I'm like, ooh. I'm getting too excited.
Yeah.
And honestly, Bernie's stare at the umpire was just, I can't think of the guy's name. He's a good umpire, and I spoke to him afterwards at lunch, and he was like, I was calling what I saw.
Yeah.
It looked over 30 to me, so I call it. That's my job to do, and he's completely right.
Yeah.
I want to say like Michael Olsen, but I need to double check.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's completely right. But yeah, Nina did really well anyway to just calms. That was the crazy thing is, so Bernie had been called 3 times, so she lost both challenges. One of them, she managed to get back, but then lost it later. And then I said, if this gets close, what happens if Nina calls 2 of them?
Ooh.
Just to add a little bit more petrol on the fire. I'm not sure she would, because she's a lovely human being as well.
She is, and I was
And
so
she didn't
happy
need
for her.
to be honest.
No.
She's
underrated, and she's had injuries.
Same as Sabina, right? Come back from a big injury.
Similar. But the timing of her injury was as bad as you could be. European Championship final against Polkanova in Munich. It was very emotional, very sad. And she did bounce back well. She got final of Star Contender Goa 2024. And I've always known she's packed a lot of power. Backhand down the line is clean. She's good.
Yeah. It was the feeling.
She's got good feeling.
I watched that US Smash match and was like, Bernadette's, again, similar to Darko, Bernadette's first big weapon is the serve, and then it's a first either heavy loaded topspin or a blistering backhand. But Nina's game just completely, her feeling just negates that.
If you can deal with Bernie's serve and read her spins, Bernie doesn't penetrate quite as hard, and her backhand slightly higher trajectory is quite wristy.
So Bernie was just having to play 5-6 shots to even land any kind of damage. Which is
not ideal for her, right? Good outing from the German women overall with her and Kaufmann. Really good.
Well, I mean, Kaufmann defeating Dueling, and then you saw what it meant to her, which is just amazing. I'm going to say 2 things about Annette.
Yeah.
Firstly, I love the fact she's just jeweled up. It's like this unique identifier about her. She's going for a style, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. So she's got all the bracelets, all the rings. Love it.
Yeah.
She also has a serve like Ding Ning, which is vicious. Yeah.
Tomahawk.
Yeah. And it almost looks identical to it. And she's able to go topspin. She's able to go under. She's able to put it anywhere.
Talented.
Awesome. So again, I'm like, it's unique. It looks like Kenta Matsudaira's serve.
Yeah.
I love it. Again, more of this.
Yeah. She's probably the best young European player, right? I mean, for a bit it was Pavard. Pavard, as much as I love Pavard, I think that she needs to come out of this rut, right now because I think she's got it. She's got the talent.
She's definitely got talent, yeah.
For sure.
Again, her feeling and her ability
Yeah.
to absorb shots and play away from the table is there for sure.
She's had a tough couple of seasons. I mean, she's so young.
Yeah, she's still really young.
So young.
For Annette, she came up against Chun-Yi, and it was really clear. Like Chun-Yi was making her play one forehand, one backhand, one forehand, one backhand, over and over again. So I hit the mic. Yeah, over and over again, and it was just breaking down there. But what was really cool was Annette's interaction with Tamara Borosh, so like legendary, former world number 2, Croat, awesome player, awesome coach. But like the interactions between them were really cool because like Annette at one point was like, I don't know what to do. Like, what can I do? And then when she lost, all smiles. Like she could have been, again, like raging, all smiles, really happy with her journey, sitting down laughing with Tammy Borosh and like signing match balls and all that stuff. Like, so again, I've never met her. I know through obviously the TTD guys and other people that have worked with her that she's really good human being and massive potential.
Cool girl.
Yeah.
Just what we need in women's table tennis.
Yeah.
Accountable.
Yep.
Intelligent. And marketable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Best of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. She kissed the charm, didn't she? And she went back and she beat Zhu Yuling. And that was great to see that. What a win.
Oh, yeah.
Best win of her life.
You do not beat Zhu Ling without playing well.
If you're a fan of Kaufmann, go back and watch her match against Tong Tong, world champs last year in Doha. Great 6-game battle. Back and forth. Could have gone to 7. Kaufmann's been there for a bit now. Been there for a while.
Yeah,
Former
like
world youth.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, right? World youth champion. Yeah. Hopefully she continues to rise. Again, if you look at like Kaufmann, Hersey, Goda, like if those 3 can somehow break top 15.
Yeah. I'd love it.
Their styles, their personalities, like you almost got like Anna Hersey's almost like the silent assassin. Like give her that.
Yeah.
Annette and Goda are very similar where they like use the fire to make themselves better. They'll roar, they'll show, they'll challenge things like
Yeah.
Also worth shouting out, first ever round of 32 appearance for the Italian, Giorgia Piccolin is how I'm going to say it. I'm not sure, I need to check. Might be Piccolin.
Could be.
Awesome from her. Battled all the way to the qualifiers. Came up against Shin Yubin, lost, but again, like, gave her a good run for her money.
Yeah.
Again, like, awesome. I always love to see, like, these people who have dedicated their lives, and not that all of them have, but, like, the unsung heroes of kind of, like, that have, at least on the world stage, not really been given their flowers, not really been given the shout outs, not really get featured on the Instagram posts and all that stuff. So
yeah,
I always love seeing that. And for her, yeah, awesome.
That's a great result. You just reminded me of a moment in 2024 at the Saudi Smash. I think it was Sabina Serjan from Serbia, and she realised she'd qualified for the Paris Olympics, and she won, and she was just running to the coach straight away, bursting in tears of joy. So yeah, really happy for Piccolin. Any of these players, Christina Schallberg, in front of her home fans, set a personal best, ran a 32.
Bro, her first match.
Bezoska, right?
No, sorry, her first game. She played Chun-Yi.
Oh, yeah, after she beat Bezoska, she played Chun-Yi. Yeah.
Bezoska, again, who's coming off like a big win at Champions.
Yeah.
She played Chun-Yi, and the first game was the best I've ever seen Stina Schallberg play.
Mm-hmm.
But again, she's like orchestrating the crowd as well.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But again, like really good for Chun-Yi to like adapt. She's gone one game down. It was still best of 5. Like she could have panicked.
Yeah.
She didn't. She came through it. But again, like that's why there's often some arguments of like, why don't we just host all the events in China? Because you're going to get the biggest fans, you're going to get the biggest crowds, and it makes the most money. This is the argument.
Yeah.
If you want to grow it globally, but B, there are territories where there are stars waiting to be created who are capable of grasping that moment and can deliver something genuinely special. And you watch that first game of Stina Schallberg, it's as feisty as Ranefur versus Sora. Like the way the crowd are getting into it.
She's 100% played her best table tennis in Sweden. Last year, she took a game off Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
She was close with her. So, yeah, Stina Schallberg, another one of these players that can really deal some damage. And it's a good point you made there, mate, because it's so important to give people a chance to play in front of their home fans, hosting an event there. It just inspires a new generation of players. And even for the ball kids, being a ball kid and being courtside for one of those matches, they're never going to forget that. They could learn more from being a ball kid match side than a year of training.
Yeah. It's a whole different beast to see it in person. Like, you see it on screen and you're like, this is awesome. To see one of those like feisty atmospheres. Montpellier is coming up. I think tickets are out. Like, you have to go to one of these marquee, whether that's deep in the China Smash or Champions Macau or whatever, or Yokohama or Brazil. Go to one of them. Try and line it up with a hometown favourites match, and it's the best advert for our sport. That Ranefur Sora match, the biggest compliment I could give it is that you could put it on in the pub anywhere in England, turn the volume up, and everyone is going to gravitate to it. They're all going to know immediately what's on the line. They're all going to understand, okay, they won't understand the technicalities, but they're going to understand that, hey, this Swedish guy in the yellow has a monstrous serve.
Yeah.
And this guy from Japan hits rockets. And it transcended table tennis. It went way above our sport. It became a like
culture shifting.
Genuinely. So like, we just need to get it in front of more people.
For sure.
We need to facilitate more opportunities for something like that to happen, for a rabid crowd to get behind a home favourite who's going to rise to an occasion. Absolutely. And then have a worthy villain there who will play the role. Then we just need to get eyeballs on it.
That's what takes table tennis from a position of, we're only going to grow if we get eyes on our social media content to word of mouth.
Yeah.
People are talking to it about their mates. I was in the pub the other day. I was watching this on YouTube. It was lit. People were invested in it, and I wanted to know why.
Yeah.
And I had a look at this player. He nearly beat the world number 3, It just creates stories.
And I'm going to tune in next time, or I'm going to watch his back catalogue. That's why every 4 years at the Olympics, table tennis spikes. People watched Paris and everyone went, this is the most underrated sport in the world. The crowd are going mad. The points are insane.
Exactly.
And again, you immediately understand, like, I'll watch curling at the Olympics. I never watched curling in my life.
No.
I'm like, it's the Olympics, it's big time. I know what's on the line. It's the biggest, the best of the best.
I guarantee most of the Lebrun brothers followers after that Paris Olympics are not people from table tennis backgrounds. They're not.
Ugo spiked up to 1 million followers on Instagram during Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
Because it got promoted like hell, push people to it, and then they see this amazing atmosphere, this amazing looking visual product, and you see the rallies that are just insane. It is the most underrated sport in the world, I'm convinced.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to become my tagline, I think, for like my reason why.
Yeah.
It's like introducing you to the most underrated sport in the world. That's going to be my line.
I love that. I believe table tennis is the best sport in the world.
Yeah.
Always have, always will. And it's so similar in many ways to boxing and UFC in terms of its adversarial nature. I always say this, but in terms of the playing surface, the arena, attacks, defense, it's very intense, very technical. And there's so much variety of styles, and that's the selling point for me. You don't get it in many other sports. Variety of styles. You don't get it really in football that much. You get some skillers.
Yeah.
In tennis, you get some big servers or a single-handed backhand compared to a double. Table tennis, the variation from a Wang Chuqin to a Peng Yu-han to a Sabina Vinter to a Truls Morregard. Tell me another sport that has variety like that, other than martial arts.
It's also... It's not just the players. It's not even their equipment that they use. It's the equipment in the hall. So, like, a table will play a different way. A T-bar table, nothing can stay short. It's super fast. It's super spinny. Stop tables, they're much more short, much more half-longs, less spin on the ball once it bounces. Even the height of the ceiling, the higher the ceiling, the slower the rally. The ball will travel slower through the air. You play it in here, a tiny room, it's going to zip around. So, like, everything points towards unpredictability.
Yeah.
That's what you want in sports, unpredictability.
Yeah.
We'll bring back to the quarterfinals then, because Hayata, Kaufmann, 7-setter. Hayata came within touching distance of getting that first marquee win over a Team China member, but just stumbled at the final hurdle.
Yeah. I wonder whether she was going to do it, because I remember the result at the US Smash 2025. Quarterfinals came back from the depths of hell to beat her. And yeah, man, just fell short there, Hayata, which is a shame for her because she's been cleaning up the star contenders. Obviously, won her first champions title in Frankfurt. And I was thinking, Hayata's been here for a long time now. We're saying she's had a new lease of life, maybe, but what's going to separate her now from what she was doing 2-3 years ago? It's against Chinese. Can she beat the best Chinese? And again, just falling short there.
Yeah.
Just falling short.
She's on the precipice of, or on the verge, I should say, of top 5. Like, she's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
But just can't seem to get through it.
No.
Hopefully she does, because again, you always want unpredictability. You want as many big hitters that can beat everyone in there as possible. Mm-hmm. Semi-finals then was Wang Manyu versus Quarterfinals. Wang Manyu just put on a clinic.
Yeah.
She was everything that we knew she's capable of, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was amazed by that result. I know she beat her in the finals final last year in Hong Kong, but I thought Quarterfinals could beat her. But no, Manyu, with a real point to prove. Obviously, she was looking for her first WTT singles title of the year, and she was hungry for a win there. She schooled as well, didn't she? Qin Yuxuan.
Yeah, that was the one I was looking at. I was like, confident youngster. This could get dangerous. Now 4-0 clean sweep, out you go.
Yeah,
it was really good from her. She even started off in round 64 against Dina Meshreff. Meshreff, who at the last US match beat Saoirse Yao. Wang Manyu just went through her really good. And Meshreff's very good.
Meshreff has taken Wang Manyu to a decider before in China, in Xinjiang. So I was like, could she maybe get a game here? But no, thank you. Ni.
So yeah, Wang Manyu defeats Quarterfinals 4-0. And the other one, upset, Wang Yidi defeats Miwa 4-2 to get it done. Started out of the blocks so fast. And Miwa was then struggling to ever catch up. Wang Yidi, like some of her best stuff we've seen in years again from her.
Yeah, she's right there. Right there. Big sister of the team. 3 times champions winner, looking for her first Smash title against Manyu in the final, but, well,
yeah,
Manyu, just too good.
Yeah, and again, it was a final where there was a lot on the line because both of them were reacting quite a lot. Wang Yidi was smiling and kind of reacting, and you don't often see that. Again, like we get annoyed when it's 2 robots that don't react. So actually, to see emotion from them both was like, yeah, this is great.
There was a lot on the line because it was a title drop for Manyu, and Yidi's looking for a first Smash title, so it wasn't like a sort of Shar against, I don't know, Manyu.
Yeah.
I guess that's a big deal for Manyu still, given the season she had up to press. But yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she was really good. I actually, I didn't see Manyu around. I didn't see her or Lin Shidong at all. The whole week I was in Sweden.
Nothing, just...
Not at all. I don't know where they were. Didn't see them at all.
No.
I saw Zhou Qihao. So again, coming out of his room, Satsuki Odo was that side of the lift.
Yeah.
Hayata was next to her, and then Zhou Qihao was there. And Zhou Qihao he'd obviously ordered some food up to the room. Was coming out to put his bag down. I just got out of the lift and saw him, and just immediately went, Ni hao ji hao. Didn't even realize it rhymes. But he was like, hey. I was like,
really?
Yeah. So he like, hey. And I went, your game with Sora, you were good. And he was like, it was close. It was close, but I don't think I can play better. So, yeah.
Wow, fair enough, man.
Hey,
for him to admit that.
Yeah, he's cool.
I love that player. So stylish.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's a handsome boy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a bit of swagger to him. I like it.
He has. Yeah, if he was world number 1, would he have more fangirls than Chu Chin? Maybe.
You are trying to create controversy on this episode. But yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
He was really cool. Yeah, but I didn't see Manyu.
Heads down, just trying to keep themselves to themselves. Manyu's always like that. She likes socialising with Shu Yi and some of the younger players.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Adam had said he'd spoken to her, and she said that she wants to really start using her English a lot more.
Right. Cool.
Yeah, because we commentated the final with her, or on her. And yeah, he'd said, I met with her at breakfast, and yeah, she'd said she wants to do much more.
I'll teach you some English if you can teach me some table tennis.
Yeah. There'll be a big queue for that, I think.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up doubles then, because it's worth shouting about. Men's doubles, Alexei and Felix win the gold, do a big celebration, which was awesome, like their chest bumping and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's their second Smash title of the year. They won in Singapore.
Just like Harimoto and Hayato, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the women's doubles.
For some reason, I was like, Tomokazu.
No, sorry. I should have said, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of them win 2 this season so far.
And they made it. They made it to the final of US Smash as well and lost.
Are they the best doubles pairing in the world right now? On paper, by results, yes.
In the Olympics, is there men's and women's doubles? Or is it just mixed?
In Paris, there was within the team event because it was Marlon and Wang Chuqin. Remember that Marlon against the Swedes?
And Marlon did the big celebration, the spin. Oh, so you're looking at those French brothers going,
do bits.
They could do gold.
Yeah, and you don't want to, if you're China, for example, you don't want to overwork Chuqin. Do you put him in 3 events again?
This is also the interest because Lin Shidong and Kaufmann win mixed doubles in Smash.
Yeah.
The intel I got fed by the WTT team was that they still haven't lost a game at Grand Smash level in mixed doubles together.
Who?
Lin Shidong and
Kaufmann. No, because they went back to back at Europe Smash, didn't they? They won it.
I'm going to trust them that that's correct, but if they're doing
insane.
that...
China Smash, did they? They didn't play the last China Smash together because Kaufmann played with Chen Yuan-Yu.
So again, like, if they keep doing that, Lin Shidong seems to be a completely different animal. You see him in the final, he was just murdering the ball against Du Hoi Kem and On Chun Ting. And there almost seems to be a freedom because he doesn't need to recover. Like, in singles, it's almost like he's so worried about a counter punch that he won't throw a punch himself, or like he throws a slower punch to try and... In doubles, he just full sends everything, and he's more often than not he'll do a massive swing and his arms out here, or he'll do a 364 and he's over that way. But because he knows Kaufmann's there and hovering, it's almost like you get to see the real Lin Shidong again from a couple of years back.
More freedom.
If they keep doing that, do you even risk putting Wang Chuqin and Xia in there?
You wouldn't need to.
That's part of the point.
I believe full-heartedly there's no better pairing across all 3 doubles categories that we see compete regularly than those 2.
And I say risk
they
because...
won the China champs as well, didn't they?
Yeah. I say risk because Wang Chuqin and Xia haven't won the singles, so that has to be their priority. You have to prioritise that. So why would you give any further distraction?
No.
Let them stay fully fit. Let them stay dialed in on singles only.
Yeah.
Especially when you got this team.
And they've already won Olympic gold. They beat the North Koreans in the final. They've been there and done it.
As well.
Put it aside. Let them play.
Do you risk it? Because Lin Shidong Kaufmann under the Olympics is a whole different ballgame.
I guess it depends if the players that you picked for mixed doubles also have to play singles.
Yeah.
It could be that element as well. Because if Lin Shidong's not ready to play singles in 2 years from now,
which he'd have to have an uplift in form, right, to get there. Currently, you wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You'd have to imagine if he doesn't improve, someone's going to come up and surpass him.
Yeah, at the moment, he might be the best of a bad bunch.
Li
If Lian Jing,
but I know what you mean.
Yeah,
not ideal.
That's a British saying.
But not ideal.
The best of the rest.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But
whereas you think of like their, like previously, like Marlon, Xuxin, Wang Hao,
spoiled for flipping choice.
Wang Chuqin, like
spoiled for choice.
Which of the 8 do we put in?
Yeah. Will they make a different selection as well based on experience levels? Because I was gutted not to see Ma Long at the Olympic singles and Fan Zhendong, because I saw that as let's close the book, end of an era, and then the new generation can come and take over.
Wait.
Was it about giving Wang Chuqin that personal growth? Was he ready, or was it?
I think he was, because if you remember back to that time, he was murdering everyone, and it was Fan Zhendong who was struggling.
Yeah. Chuqin was on a 93% win rate that season.
So you have to pick him, right, next gen. But I do take the point of Ma Long, again, going back to transcending our sport. He had the chance to, be a back-to-back-to-back?
Yeah.
That, you're looking at, like, Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps.
That's kind of a little bit... It's nothing about Wang Chuqin. I just resent the fact that he wasn't given the opportunity to win and close the book, because now we're going to be forever going,
True.
oh, who could end up being the greatest? We could have just been over with it.
Yeah.
And we could move on to a different conversation. But no.
On the flip side, though, Germany had a similar debate, and they went with Timo Boll
Over Franziska,
who had defeated Fan Zhendong earlier in the year,
got to
I
a
think.
smash final. First European to get to a smash final in Saudi Arabia.
So they did that.
Yeah.
And again, hindsight, okay, it didn't reap rewards for them.
Yeah.
So I know it's a little bit different because Wang Chuqin's a lot younger than Franziska, and Franziska, it feels a bit more personal because he might have now missed his chance given how old he is.
Yeah. 2 years will be tough, won't it?
But yeah, I agree with you on Marlon. I think you had a chance to elevate him into a stratosphere above a Chris Hoy,
This is the thing.
like a
Phelps,
yeah,
Bolt.
someone at that level. And he probably already is at that level, right, for his dominance.
Yeah.
But you had a real chance to be able to... Again, Olympic gold transcends in everything. I'm the Olympic gold pole vaulter. You go...
Yeah, and
Ooh.
also, it was like the Worlds in 2021. Marlon was reigning world champion after winning in Budapest. Fan Zhendong goes on to win the Worlds. But is it as satisfying of a win for Fan Zhendong even when Marlon hasn't played it? When you're defending champ and the king isn't there, for me it takes a little bit away from the interest.
Yeah, kind of like
personally.
in boxing, if you win the belt but you didn't beat the champ to get it.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. That was how I kind of felt.
Fair.
But yeah, man.
That wraps up Europe Smash. Conscious of time, we asked for Q&A and we got a lot of questions.
We did.
Should we start rattling through those?
Yeah,
Put a little 30-second timer on it and we'll spend about 10 minutes doing this?
Let's do it. Yeah, guys. Thank you for your questions again. We've got the most submissions we've ever had. Thanks as well, by the way, for the subs. We've got over 400 now, so we're closing in on the 500, which is amazing.
Should we do something at 500, like a giveaway? Maybe get some merch out or something.
Some limited edition stuff.
Yeah, maybe we do like limited to like 20, a quick merch drop or something.
I think we do some merch, and I think we do a little prize as well.
Okay.
We do
500.
We do a good giveaway for that. It's a big milestone.
Okay. Chen Jaden asked me, did you eventually meet Wang Manyu and remind her who she was as a player? Already covered it off. I didn't want to go after her as well because she's quite a quiet person. So it's not like I wanted to hunt her down and be like, hey. So yeah, hopefully we'll do sometime soon. I wonder if she's seen it. I don't know. But yeah, didn't get to this time.
Yeah. Hi, can you explain the different WTT events? We've done that in episodes. Is it at the start of episode 1 or 2?
Yeah, maybe last one.
Yeah.
What's that about? Is that star contender and contender?
Yeah, the different tiers. You go check out either episode 1 or 2, the start of it. We've timestamped it. You will find that information there. How would you rate my pre-match meal? Full English breakfast with a builder's tea.
Oh, it's perfect. That's probably going to weigh you down a bit, but I'm not a nutritionist, so go for it.
Full English. Whack it on. 3 sausages.
We should probably mention who's asking these.
That was by Tom J. Chen.
Okay.
Much love, my guy. Thanks for all the questions, guys.
I've got Jose ES. Will Felix ever make it to world number 1? He's literally breathing down Wang Chuqin's neck right now.
If he wins the China Smash, then he could.
I think he needs to solve quite a big riddle with Wang Chuqin, so it would need to either he needs to solve that and beat him,
or Chuqin has to
regularly,
keep losing to someone else,
or Chuqin needs to drop off in form or get injured.
Yeah.
Then I could easily see him.
Could do it.
I just think in that matchup, stylistically, it's still Chuqin's.
Interesting.
I've got Jeremiah table tennis thoughts on MLTT in the US.
Amazing. If table tennis is to grow globally, we need a massive presence in America. We need a league. We need hype. We need some American stars doing brilliantly, like a couple of them are already. So, yeah, all for it. I don't watch it. Love to get involved in it if you know the right people. Felix Sora Harry, who's going to be the number 1 first? Great question. Not much in it.
That is a good question. I would say this might be recency bias. Felix.
You'll say Felix.
I think to your point, he can beat the rest besides Wang Chuqin. So as he gets put at number 2 seed,
Okay.
Chuqin's at number 1.
Yeah.
then someone has basically got to take him out.
I'm going to go Sora. But a lot of it depends on this next month of Macau and China. But let's see who's right. We'll reference that. Okay, which tournament was the best organised and why? P.S. Love the amazing insight you give into TT. Thank you, Nino Blazic.
You've done a few more events than me. Do you want to...
Yeah, best organised, man. They've all been great. All the ones we do on site are great. I would say my favourites have been the World Cup in Macau, China this year, which I commentated for the first ever time. It was perfect. Macau, Las Vegas at the East, Galaxy, awesome. Montpellier. Just can't go wrong with Montpellier, man. It feels like a big family in that arena.
Yeah, I think from organised for the players, I didn't hear anything bad about US Smash.
US Smash.
But that might be because there was quite a lot wrong with the first US
Better
Smash.
this year than the last for
so
sure.
they improved upon it, yeah. So
Europe Smash as well.
Yeah.
Really, I love the fact the hotel's next to the arena.
Yeah.
All
nice. The food was good there. Yeah.
Europe Smash is up there too. But yeah, all of them are pretty solid, guys. You got one there?
I haven't got any.
No more?
I had a lot of requests for people on the podcast. So
okay.
Odo, Kanak, Amy Wang got a shout out from being an American.
It'd be nice to get some players on. We will definitely get players on at some point. It's a matter of when, not if.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Stiga Cybershape ship Blades by Josh Weiland?
I really like the innovative difference. I think it looks cool. I think it's something that, again, makes non-table tennis fans go, huh? What's that?
Could you see it becoming a thing in China? Because that's the market they've yet to get into. Whether it's because the Chinese national team players aren't using them yet, whether it's we want to stick with what we know. Could you see it? And this isn't would you like to? This is.
I'm not sure. I think they're a bit too classical.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah, and remembering history, and they'll stay with obviously DHS and.
You'd need a big Chinese player starting to use.
Well, One Rainbow is Stiga sponsored.
Yeah, Wang Manyu was. Don't know if she still is as well.
I don't think she is.
Not anymore.
No.
She was
Something I was thinking about actually is Butterfly are slacking a little bit in their blade production. So they've just done the Fanzhendong Borussia Dusseldorf special.
Yeah.
Which is the same blade but with a different colour. Love it. Where's Miwa's racket? Where's Sora's?
Yeah.
Their product team need to get on with it.
I was thinking about this the other day because I was thinking if there was a Sora Matsushima ALC, I would cop that right now, probably cop 5.
Yeah.
But he's using the Fanzhendong ALC, and all of the ALCs are kind of similar, which is probably
Slap a different shell on it.
Why not?
Yeah.
And then it's a matter of, okay, everyone wants an ALC. Most people do anyway.
Yep.
You just choose your shell.
Yep.
You choose the player you resonate with the most. Why not? They'd get sales with it.
They must be working out something.
With Sora and Miwa.
Because they are 2 mega stars.
Yeah.
So yeah, they must be.
Shadong? A couple of years ago, he might have got one.
He might have missed the boat, yeah.
He'll get his on at some point. He's using a Viscaria, isn't he? Which is a bestseller. One more.
Okay, one more.
We always talk about China and China's dominance, so I'm sure we're going to answer these questions anyway in future episodes. Who are your top 3 best up-and-coming players in the youth WTT circuit?
Ooh.
Can I give mine first? What you think?
You've seen a lot more of the youth than I have.
I don't watch them much, I'll be honest.
Well, don't tell them that.
I don't. I'm a senior game guy, but from what I have seen of youth events and youth players, I'm going to go Benjamin Faraji, purely based on what he's done against Shadong and Chuchin. Love him. Fearless little guy, just mad. I love Yi Sung-soo.
I was going to say him.
He's a little badass.
Yeah,
love him.
He's cool.
And I like the 2 Chinese lads that took Mao Long and Xu Xin to 5 at the doubles at the Chinese nationals. Zhou Guanhong, and I can't remember the name of the other guy, who's just mint. And in the women's, I'd go with Miku. I'd go with the Korean girl.
Yu Yurin
that you mentioned, the other one. And I like, there's a Chinese cadet, Zhou Qihao. She is going to be, if someone had a gun to my head, I'd say she's going to be the next Shasha.
Whoa, look at you.
Yeah. I was watching a China Smash in the hall, and I was humbled, to say the least. Humbled. So I'd go with those 6, 3 girls, 3 boys.
Let's leave it there.
We'll leave
just
it there.
because of timing. I'm going to do some research. I'll come back to you next episode with those ones. But for now, thank you for the views. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do hit the subscribe button because it really does mean a lot to us. Anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you, guys. Looking forward to the next events, and stay tuned for our next episode.
Peace.